Right, this mother lover is live. Hopefully it stays live with no audio problems. Okay, what we got? 9:15 p.m. No idea who's in, who's up. What are we, Thursday? Let's wait for a few peeps. Here we go. I'll open up my chat. Jazz Father, what's up? Dino, why hey man? Hope you're good. Vlad, big up. Ambrose, yo yo yo. For 1 second, peep. I was going to share this over to Twitter. Get a few peeps in here. There we go, live. All right. 1 sec. I was going to make sure that the audio is okay. 1 sec. Yeah, okay. All right, okay. All right, I've got the live open on my phone so I can read the chat. I can see it on the screen, but sometimes it's a bit of a delay. Anyway, I hope everybody's good. What we got? Hugh, what's up? Oi, oi. Who else? Bronze Dos, what's up? Cal, what's up? Kiwi, Wacky Backy. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Yeah, I don't mind doing a face reveal once we get to 100k. Right, hope everybody's good, right? Take aims. Good to see you, my man. Hope you're good. Wait a second, let me do something for you. There you go. All right, Linda, Brian, T-Pilot, oi oi, Cobra, Bipolar, Ibrahim, sorry. Dubai's good, is it? Fantastic. Fantastic. You're loving all the butthurt Wilder fanboys. Oh no, tell me about it. They are a barrel of laughs, aren't they? They really are. Wacky backy, hope you're good. So, anyway, I'm here because I'm kind of bored and I'm still seeing in the comment section about the Wildettes. We're talking about the extreme fans here, keep claiming foul play over the gloves of Tyson Fury. So I'm here for any of the haters want to have like a little pop. Anyone want to have a word? Ask any questions. Go right ahead. Hayden, what's up? Okay, I don't go over there, man. I don't go over to these guys. All good, Brian. Fantastic. David Woods, what's up? Tricks are good. Jay Pearson, hello. Jazz Farvey like Wilder? Sweet. Oh, you have take aims. Concentrate on the studies, brother. Concentrate on the studies. Wilder was drugged, was he? Oh, really? Oh, okay. Wow. If he was drugged, then he's passed all Wilder so far, so is Fury. So they can't really go with that one. Yeah, exactly, Ambrose. You're absolutely right. Ringside Stories, what's up? Hope you're good. Nick G, hope you're good. Brian Harkin, the rod's in Wilder's right hand. Yep. Yep, he's had a couple of surgeries on them. Allegedly some metal plates or bolts or whatever, I don't know. Joe, what's good? Slayer, hey. It's important. After you debunk video, I'm going to see the Wilder Bum boys saying Fury's knuckles were in the wrist of the glove. Yeah. They were in the knuckle of the gloves, but yet when the gloves were taken off, the wraps were still fully immersed. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Big up Toby with a super chat. All good. Thank you very much, Toby. Hope you are too. Good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Again, much appreciated. Yeah, absolutely right. Absolutely right. Wacky backy. They are just going strong. I've never known a bunch of fans. Listen, Wilder's got some very good fans. Let's not slate all their fans. He has some very good fans, but he's also got a lot of fans that are they just can't let it go. Okay, they just can't. They can't let it go for whatever reason it may be. It's like they just can't help it. Do you know what I mean? They just can't let go of the fact that he got battered, and they're trying to cling on to every little thing that they can. It's unbelievable, unbelievable. But I mean, I'm going to show you guys some slides and that in a minute, and some people can listen. You can make it your own judgment. You can, if anybody's not sure about the gloves, no problem. We'll talk about it, and we're all going to be adults over here, right? Ruhal, what's up? Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think Fury's going to have to be switched on, no doubt. Yeah, yeah, I did a video on that one with DAZN in the UK. Go check that out. I put that up a couple of hours ago. Go give it a watch. Break your finger or wrist, of course. The secret compartments of the list. Yeah. Unbelievable. I don't know what's going on with him, to be honest. Bad guy. Hope you're good, man. BG London. Hope you're good, my friend. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Wilder's got some very good friends, but he's just got a section that just can't let it go and they can't accept it because they see Wilder as a god, as a king. But yet, it got showed that he's just a mere mortal. That's all he is, just a mortal. He can get battered like any other man on the planet. Are they race baiting? Some of them are race baiting, yeah. Yeah, of course. Is what it is. Toby, I tried sparring with my hand in the wrist on the glove today just to see if it would do anything. Didn't work at all. No, of course it won't work. Of course not. I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, it's a boxing match, not a pillow fight. You know what I mean? Bruce Wayne, what's up? Nick Harmer, channel member. Hope you're good, my man. Hope you're good. Toby's also a channel member. If anybody wants to become a channel member, let me know. John Warrior, hello, what's up? Vlad, Wilder's the most unlikable fighter, honestly. You can't love that guy. He's fake videos. Gifted with power, but no boxing skills at all. He's going to have to turn that around for the rematch, isn't he? He's really going to have to do something for the rematch. I mean, to be truthful, we can't count him out because he's always. I mean, first of all, he's a heavyweight, and second of all, he's a big puncher, so you can never count him out. But yes, unlikely he's going to be doing anything. A king who wants to be pregnant as a queen, I suppose so. Yeah, call me sporting or icons, whichever. Dino, how could he rock Wilder's head with straight jabs when it wasn't in the glove? Yeah, exactly, exactly. Not just that, break Wilder's face. Philip Schofield, hello. How you doing? Didn't Wilder smash Deontay Wilder? That would be his excuse then. Absolutely. A mortal that can't box. Yep, absolutely correct, Steve. Brian, I'd rather see Wilder in the ring with the Canadian Goose coat. Yeah, I did actually do a video about that one, but I thought I ain't gonna upload it, so I left it alone. I really did. Oh, big up, Tony. Yeah, anybody wants to become a channel member, let me know, or just go to the description box and you'll find it. I appreciate that, Toby. Adrian, Windmill Wilder going to get smashed again and fight 2 or 3 bums for 2 mil total and get obliterated as the worst champion in history. Ooh. Ooh. Nick Harmer, smash the like button. Yeah, of course. Make sure you click that subscribe button. Subscribe button, click the thumbs up button, click the thumbs down button. A thumbs up, a thumbs down, exactly the same, doesn't matter. It all puts him in there. He's not a natural boxer. Because he can't fight doesn't mean he can box. Oh, sorry, because he can fight doesn't mean he can box. Of course. Bad guy London. The glove conspiracy is a joke. Yeah, it makes the loss more painful because of that nonsense. See, there you go. See, that's a real boxing fan of Deontay Wilder right there. Bad guy London. Don't get me wrong. He has his moments, okay, but ultimately he's realist. He's a realist. He's like, I support Wilder, but he got battered. Move on. That's all you can do. If the excuse from Wilder fans are getting ridiculous, absolutely correct. Universal function. You see, what it is that these channels out there, I'm hearing, is it that Ego Dude and some young fairy, whatever his name is. These guys are coming out with this absolute nonsense because they're getting clicks for views. What they're doing is they're getting AdSense, they're getting super chats, they're getting all this kind of stuff because they can't let it go. And they're using it to prey on the weak, and the weak-minded will fall for it. That's all it is. That's all it is. Right, anyway, let me skip through this chat because already I'm a bit behind. Wayne, apart from AJ, apart from Fury AJ, what's been the best heavyweight fight to make? Dillian White versus Deontay Wilder. I'd love to see that one still. AJ Fury, 50-50 for me, Anson. Basm, what's up? Billy Joe Saunders versus Canelo. It's official. Go on. That's awesome. Yeah, and if that's on May the 2nd, that should be on DAZN, right? For here in the UK, as part of the subscription for DAZN here in the UK. Lucky Luciano too. What's up? Hope you're good. Kelly Sowland. What's up? Linda, Wild Fanboys are flat earthers. AD, big up. Hope you're good. Every time I'm on the chat, where the Wild Fanboys gone? Yeah. Well, thankfully, I think that I'm pretty much left with the true Wilder fans now, the ones who do support him no matter what and don't come up with all kinds of malarkey. Blue Collar Sports, Delboy, hope you're good, man. Horsehair gloves are a lot more flexible than foam gloves. Yep, these dudes have never laced them up. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. And it ain't just the horsehair in them, it's the fact that there's so much horsehair in there to make up the weight that when you sweat in the hands, and of course when you're drinking water, listen, let's not rule it out. I mean, maybe Ben Davison poured a little bit of water down his gloves. Maybe in the intervals. Maybe to soften up the horsehair, which then clots up and mats up, so it makes the glove flop around. Absolutely. But they don't think about that one. But that'll be the next one. I've just given it to him. Lawrence, what's up? Hey, big up Switzerland. Hope you're good over there. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Lawrence. I do appreciate that. And welcome. Nick G, can't wait to see Fury pace Wilder inside 4 rounds next fight. What will they come up with next? Oh, it'll be something else. His left testicle was hurting. Brian Harkin, he can punch but can't box. There you go. Gilbert made up any more of those tributes. I enjoyed the Fury, Wilder, and White ones. Should do. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I do need to make more content based on just boxing content rather than just keep on going at people, I think. Anyway, I need to skip through the chat. I'm well behind, so I'm just going to say hello to everybody, all right? Mark Gallagher, AD, Nick Armour, of course. Sean, what's up? Jamie Ledbetter, why are you going your roller coaster? Hope you're good, brother. Philip Schofield again. Adrian, what's up? Brian again. Heath Farley, yo. Linda, already said hello, but hello again. Hassan, you retracted your message. Why? Oraga, what's up? What's up, my man? Speed Smith, what's up? Michael Chase, what's up? PC Jacob 3-0 is coming yet. Do you think Brooke is washed up? I don't. Yeah, we'll probably see the Brooke Khan fight one day, but nah, not for a while. Michael Jace, what's up? Bring Wild to the UK, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? But will Bob Arum allow it? Who knows? John Warrior, what's up? Toby, hello again. The Gypsy King of Wakanda. Pick up Gypsy King of Wakanda. Wardley versus Lily. I've got Wardley in that one. I know Simon won't appreciate me saying that, but I do. Speedo Smith, absolutely agree with you. Kian Harding, what's up? Do you think Canelo beats Billy Joe? Legitimately, maybe. It's gonna be a tough fight. I really do need to think about that one properly. But good fight, right? Real good fight. Jonathan Finch, what's up? Hope you're good. Nick Harmer, coming for dinner versus Povetkin. Yeah, damn right. Again, let's go through everyone. Lou Back 77, what's up? Yes, they are. They certainly are. MCK, Easy Does It, what's up? Embrace JPK World, what's up? There we go. Right, okay, so I've reached the end of the chat. Good evening, Graham. How are you? Hope you're good. Fury in 5 rounds. Deontay goes to sleep this time. Ooh. Jess, what's up from the USAJ? What's up? Hope you're good. Big up to United States of America. Do you think Pulev has one more good performance in him? Well, if he's going to produce it, he needs to be producing it against AJ, doesn't he? He really does. Big Dan, hope you're wrong. Didn't watch my boy. I don't want to be seeing that. Luke Thomas, can Joshua stop Fury if they fight? He can. And going on Tyson's last performance, he can actually stop AJ too, which is something that I never really said before. Salute General, the Supernaturals, hope you could. Max Waller, I guess Tyson has to destroy the bronze Dosser once again. Maybe he can introduce Glove Cam for the fight. Glove Cam. Benjo, what's up? Right, anyway, so I need to be getting through. Is there anybody I haven't said hello to? Caven Green, what's up? Well, Mayweather, he just wants some money. That's all he wants to do. Payam, what's up? Great channel. Keep up the good work. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. David Woods, big up to you. Oh, you are getting tickets. Oh, big up to you. If anybody wants tickets to any of the shows that are coming up, or if you want to know what fights are coming up, just go to my website. Okay, and there's links to get tickets there and all sorts on my website. Hit the like button. Show Sport and Oakland some love. You think Tyson Fury will beat AJ? He's got a good chance, man. Very good chance. Right, Minister Mishkin, what's up? Yep. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I'd love to see Fury and Wilder get it on. Really would. But of course, something that maybe we could see this year. What do you reckon? What do you reckon? Hopefully we'll see that one this year. PC Jacob reckons AJ knocks him out. Yeah, could well be. Okay. Fury beats AJ like Calzaghe beat Jeff Lacey. maybe. But again, you see on the screen right now, you're seeing all the belts in the UK, which is fantastic from a UK perspective. Hopefully, we get to see these two get it on. If not, then for me, I would love to be able to say Fury and Dillian White. That's a fight that I personally would love to see. I have to be honest with you. There you go, that one. I really want to see these guys getting it on. I really do. Really do. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can get onto this one up here. Let's move it up. Right, no, not that one. Come on, son, what are you doing? Of course, one thing that people aren't really talking about is this bit here. There you go. Well, you can't really see it because I put the chat in the way. But Tyson Fury won every single round, barring one round, according to one judge, which is in the middle of your screen. So what's the excuse? He got outboxed. He got beat up. That's the only real truth to it. And there's nothing wrong with getting beaten up once in a while. But how is he going to come back? Is he going to come back and regain the heavyweight world title? Is he going to be the fifth heavyweight in boxing history to win the heavyweight title back in the immediate rematch? If he does, that's legacy right there. That's legacy right there. But as you can see on the scorecard, he got absolutely done. I'm really not too sure what it is that he can do. Put on a couple more pictures for you. Okay, so let's look at some of the other excuses. If I can get it up there. There you go. Right, so there's one of the excuses, which, by the way, was an excellent costume. I personally would like to have that costume. I ain't gonna lie. I would love to have that costume. I'm a bit of a geek at heart. I actually own, or used to own, quite a few costumes from like movies and that. I had quite a few of the costumes from Hannibal, the movie Hannibal, and that, and Lost in Space and Star Wars and all that kind of stuff. I had loads of that kind of stuff. So when I see costumes like this, I'm like, yeah, I love that. But again, potentially one excuse could be how, or maybe why Wilder started a little bit slow, is when he took off the mask. You can see like his mask with the lights and that around it. When he actually pressed the button for all the lights not to come on, his whole eyes illuminated with the lights. And when he took his mask off, he kept rubbing his eyes. You can see his eyes were bloodshot. So maybe the lights did hurt his eyes for a little while, but that's not going to explain a loss. Unless he just, I don't know, maybe he just really damaged his eyes, because when the lights were glowing, he was walking around the ring for a little bit with them as well. So that could well have hurt his eyes. Really could have done. Yeah, Jello Master. You are right about that. You are absolutely correct about that point. All right. Okay, yeah. So let's get back onto the other excuse. There you go. So people say that Tyson Fury can't bend his wrists like what he does when it's all the way inside the glove. But as you can see right there, that's Tyson Fury's right hand. But of course, they're complaining about the left hand. Now, again, what you can quite plainly see, regardless of the fact that they are bent or whatever, first of all, they're different gloves to the first fight. Okay, the first fight were horsehair. These ones are not. And again, you can see that this is the second fight because he's got white tape around the wrists where the gloves are. Okay, and the tape that goes around his hands and around the wrist underneath the glove, you don't see him sticking out, do you? You don't see it. That's the truth of it. Again, now this is from the second fight. Okay, now let's put up a picture from the second fight, from the first fight, because a lot of people complain about the first fight, where in truth, the first fight was 15 months ago. Okay, the first fight was 15 months ago. Right, maybe I can move this across a bit just so you can see it. All right. All right. So this is the first fight. This is when Deontay Wilder, he hit Tyson Fury to the floor. This is Tyson Fury falling to the floor. As you can see, his gloves are in perfect positioning. Perfect positioning. In other words, his fingers are right the way through the gloves. But yet people want to say that when he's on the floor, you can quite plainly see through his gloves, where the laces are, that he had his hand inside where the wrists are, which is ridiculous. As you can see right here, his hands are fully in. And this is round number 12. Okay? This is round number 12. So as you can see, there's that one. So let me push that back into position. Okay. Okay. Let's look at another one. So again, that was round number 12, right? Let's pop up this one. God, so many pictures, it's difficult to get. There we go. Again, you can see when Fury gets up, this is round number 9. When Fury gets up, I think it's round number 9. It might be round number 12, but I'm pretty sure it's round number 9. He gets up, you can see, again, let's move it across a bit because I know the chat's in the way a little bit. His gloves are perfectly formed. Again, this is the first fight. You see, first fight. Red tape around the wrists. Red tape around the wrists. But people want to show footage of his gloves and claim that's why Wilder lost the fight. But the fight that they're complaining about was 15 months ago. So how can 15 months ago be a reason as to Wilder lost the fight? It doesn't make any kind of sense. It doesn't make any kind of sense. And for anybody who wants to complain about Tyson Fury's wraps, let's have a look. Oops. There you go. Right, Tyson Fury's wraps. Do you see? Let's move it across from the chat a little bit. You can see that his wrists are perfectly fine. His wraps are perfectly fine. They're still around the knuckles. But people are saying that he was tampering. People say, but you can see the skin through the laces. As you can see, the skin that you're seeing is the palm of his hand, where wraps are not wrapped. And the little bit of tape that you can see inside the glove is just underneath the fingers. All right, so there's that one. Again. Wait a second. And people want to say that he's been hitting Wilder wrong. Oh, really? Okay. Well, what about that one? Again, this is Wilder. Actually, look, let me put this over the chat for a second. I can get it back up there. Right, I'm going to put this back over the chat. There you go. Well, just so you can see it properly. That's Wilder hitting Fury on the back of the head. So again, when you're talking about the first fight, this happened a couple of times in the first fight. And he tried to do it in the rematch as well. But Fury didn't let him get away with it and hit him back on the head. Wait a second. Okay, right, let's get back in there. Davey, AJ smashes Wilder Fury in the same day. It'll be interesting to find out, wouldn't it? They were hoping people won't notice. Yeah, exactly. You see, When you lie often enough and you do enough videos and you show certain angles, anything can look weird. The flopping of the glove, that's been explained to death. And again, the flopping of the glove was happening in the first fight 15 months ago. And to say that Tyson Fury was cheating and people want to call up, again, people are saying, well, we've got evidence of his glove flopping around. Now we're going to call up the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Complete morons. Because the first fight happened in Los Angeles, not Las Vegas. So you're getting hold of the wrong commission is the first one. And again, 15 months ago. To say that you are noticing this, but Team Wilder never did anything about it, never appealed about it, never mentioned about the gloves being floppy or anything like that. If anything, Wilder was saying how Tyson Fury is pillow-fisted, remember? So you've got to say that Shelley Finkel, JD's, Mark Breland, Al Heyman, Deontay Wilder, and all the other team, who of course would have watched that first fight within the last 15 months. And the reason that they didn't complain is because they know about the gloves. They know about what happens with Everlast MX gloves. They know this is what happens. That's why they didn't complain. But again, the picture on your screen right now is Tyson Fury, obviously the rematch 2 weekends ago, still wearing the gloves. The gloves are in perfect condition. They haven't been tampered with at all. And the gloves were taken off and given back to the commission. Aliens landed on the flat earth and drug Wilder. If Fury's fit focus, he can only be beat by a straight knockout. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, exactly, bad guy. BG London. Wilder hasn't mentioned anything about the gloves. And that was 15 months ago. He's had a long time to mention about it. So why suddenly not now? Why has nobody on Team Wilder said anything? But suddenly now Wilder loses and a section of his fan base want to use a fight 15 months ago as the reason why Tyson Fury won 2 weeks ago. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. None whatsoever. I mean, one thing that they really have to accept is, I'll show you. Listen, you know what, they can hope that Wilder wins a rematch, but obviously there's no guarantees. That's what they're going to have to accept. On that night of the WBC, Tyson Fury is king. That's it. That's all they're going to do. Accept it. And try and help Wilder come back. Give him some words of encouragement. Because the more you give him excuses, oh, the costume was like that one. Durrell convinced Mark Breeden to throw in the towel. Fury was using illegal punching techniques, or Fury had loaded gloves, or Wilder was poisoned or drugged, or whatever else it may be, and every single one of them absolute madness. You're giving him reasons to not train properly, to not make any kind of adjustments. That's what you're giving him. So he's going to come back into the rematch going, right, okay, and so if I don't wear that costume, and if Mark Breeden doesn't have the towel, but JD's has the towel, I should be okay. And he's going to get annihilated again. And the loss is going to hurt him a lot more. So if anything, you should really be encouraging him, saying, listen, man, you need to be adding something to your team. You need to be using your jab. Let's be real here. Tyson Fury was losing the jabbing contest with Wilder, which is something that I didn't think I was going to see, but he was. But it's just Tyson Fury's pure aggression that put Wilder on the back foot. And that's what got him done. That's all it is. Yeah, you're right, Brian. He did. He did. Wallaby King. Entertain them. Because I get it in the comment section probably about 200 times a day. So I'm giving all the extremist Wilder fans who want to go with the glove notion to come onto the live, and I'll explain it to them in real time. So this is their opportunity. But so far, I'm not seeing any. Glove floppy in second fight, round 4 and round 7. No, they weren't. Again, he was using different gloves. These were were they Paffin ones? Were they Paffin? And in the first fight they were Everglass, so they're actually different gloves. I'm not too sure of the material for the rematch, but again, as you can see, and I've showed you the slide of when you've got wraps on underneath gloves. Let me put that back up there. Okay, right. When you've got wraps on underneath gloves, you cannot move your hands out of the gloves without undoing the laces. You can't do it, and you can't undo the laces when the tape is around the wrist where the laces are tied. So you can't do it. And even if he did somehow manage to slip his hand right the way down, the only thing he's going to break is not going to be Wilder's head. It's going to be his own damn fingers. That's the truth of it. Let's see what other pictures. I've got so many pictures up here. Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. So again, for those who are claiming foul play, here we go. Wait a second. Right, there you go. Wilder was also hitting Fury on the back of the head, behind the ear, just like Fury was. Again, this is the first fight. How do we know this was the first fight? Again, well, first of all, Wilder's got gold gloves. So that's a big giveaway. But Tyson Fury has red tape around his gloves. You see? That's the first fight. So Wilder was also using illegal tactics. And again, we'll go back onto the first fight as well, and we'll show you of Tyson Fury throwing a jab. There you go. I'll put it over the chat. There you go. He's throwing a jab, and it's squashing Deontay Wilder's face. You're not going to squash a face with a pillow, are you? So if his hand is halfway down the wrist, first of all, you'll be able to see the wraps from where his wrist starts. And second of all that's going to do is just annoy Wilder more than anything else, isn't it? It's like having a pillow fight. So there's no aim to it whatsoever. So again, they're just reaching. Big up Brent. Big up, brother. The bum squad are mad. Of course. I mean, listen, right? There's nothing wrong with supporting your own guys. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. You should support your own guys, right? But at the end of the day, while there may be some reasons why Wilder didn't perform outside of the fact that Tyson Fury just absolutely done him, there may have been some problems in camp. But I'm telling you, it weren't Tyson Fury's gloves 15 months ago. There was nothing wrong with Tyson Fury's gloves in this rematch. There was no spiking of the water. If there was, it would have shown up in VADA. There was no excuse with the suit. It may have been a factor, but it wasn't the reason he got that he lost. That's it. Maybe something was off. Maybe the fact that Deontay Wilder carried more weight than what he usually does. Because, again, the last time that Wilder weighed what he'd done in this rematch was against Artur Szpilka and Johan Duhaupas. Johan Duhaupas bashed up Deontay Wilder's face. Wilder's face looked like he'd been stung by a small beast. It was swollen up everywhere. Many of you guys have seen that. And Wilder couldn't knock out Duhaupas. He just couldn't knock him out. The referee stopped the fight, but he couldn't knock him out. Artur Szpilka as well was outboxing him. Wilder was punching the canvas. He was swinging that wildly. He was actually punching the canvas on 2 occasions. And Szpilka was laughing at him. Szpilka got confident and got devastatingly knocked out for it. Okay? So Wilder cannot fight at this weight. In my opinion, he can't fight. He doesn't have the style to fight at the weight that he was. You may say that it's only like 15 to 20 pounds, but still, for him, he's very top heavy. His legs are very, very skinny. Yeah, of course, and Tyson Fury was hitting him. But you see, again, Wilder, I'm sure he can do some of these things, but in fight mode, he doesn't do them. Surely he can throw punches on the back foot. Surely he can. Surely he can set up the right hand, moving on the back foot. Again, we've seen him do it against Szpilka. He was backing up against the ropes when Szpilka was coming forward, and that's when he landed the big right hand, which put out Szpilka cold. So he can do it. He just chooses not to. Something happened to him. He had fear in his face. That's what it was. Yeah. Yeah, Joey, that's the thing. You see, again, Tyson Fury, he went life and death with Otto Wallin. But does that mean that Otto Wallin beats Wilder? I mean, I wouldn't favour Otto Wallin to beat Wilder. He shat his kegs. OMR Boxing, what's up? Yeah, you are right, Jim. You are right. Exactly. I think that Fury just was just too good for him. Too good for him on the whole, or too good for him on that night. Well, in my opinion, I think most of people's opinion, he won the first fight too. But listen, the point that I'm trying to make in a lot of this is the fact that if you're a Wilder fan, listen, okay, if it makes you feel better about making excuses, maybe Wilder wasn't right or Fury did this, okay, cool. But think of something better. You can't use the first fight 15 months ago as the reason why he lost this time around, comprehensively beaten. You can't use that excuse. It's madness. And to say that Tyson Fury had secret compartments on his gloves, unbelievable. Yeah. Joe says AJ will knock out Fury if he catches him. Yeah, why not? But again, you see, um, Joshua and Wilder, they're two different animals, two totally different styles. Totally different styles. Wilder's styles are go crazy or be patient and wait for the right hand. Joshua's is he's heavy-handed with both. Very, very good footwork, very high boxing IQ. So he's going to have to be very, very careful. As in, I mean, for me, Joshua and Fury, I know people are drunk on Fury in a minute, and I understand it. Listen, I'm drunk on Fury too. But in the reality of it, you put Joshua in there with Fury, he ain't going to find it easy. Neither one of these guys is going to find that fight easy. Fury, when he fought Wilder, found it easy. Let's put a picture up on. Wait a second. Let's put a nice picture up. Because again, you see, we're talking about the first fight. There's no need for the first fight whatsoever. There you go. That's a good picture, isn't it? Wilder face down, ass up. Hurricane Moon. I honestly feel Fury easily boxes AJ. AJ's a great guy, but he's too much like Bruno was. At times he can be. I do find with AJ that when he gets hit, it's like he gets concrete in his boots. I don't know what it is of that one. I do think that Dillian White is really, really dangerous for Fury. Very dangerous for Fury. I don't think Fury would avoid him, not at all. I think Fury will go into that fight fully confident he's going to beat him. I think Fury genuinely believes he's the best of this era and any era. I don't see Fury as afraid of anyone. But I think Dillian White might be somebody who's hard for him stylistically because you don't know what Dillian White's going to turn up. Is the boxer going to turn up? Is the brawler going to turn up? Is the patient man going to turn up? You don't know with Dillian. Dillian White turns up different every single fight. Of course, when he's in shape. Oh, yeah, I spoke with Dillian. Well, I say I spoke with him. We exchanged text messages yesterday, and we'll get him on the channel again soon. Wilder lost fair and square. He did. H Money, what's up? Hope you're good. Joey, oh, pillow fists. Yeah, exactly. Pillow fists. Then that means that Wilder will get hurt, and somebody will throw in the towel if you had a pillow fight. Then I guess. Why is meat and drink for Fury would be like Fury Chisora too? No, I totally disagree. You see, you have to remember, it's like a Don Charles was saying about Derek Chisora, that Derek Chisora, he just wasn't training. He just didn't bother. He thought he was going to walk through Fury the first time around. Second time around, he trained, but he overtrained. And all he was doing was stalking Fury. But again, the Fury that done Chisora and made Chisora quit, in the second fight, that was a Fury that he hadn't really seen before. This was the start of when Tyson Fury was starting to mold himself into the fighter that he is now. Box and don't get hit. because he'd already been dropped twice previously before. And now Dillian White, he will study Tyson Fury. Again, he's got Mark Tibbs in his corner. Yeah, exactly, Lisa. I think that Dillian White, again, he hurts you with both hands. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I think that with Tyson Fury, he's as dangerous for Dillian White as well. Of course he is. But now Tyson Fury's champion, how much hunger's left? Because when Tyson Fury beat Vladimir Klitschko, what happened? He'd achieved what he wanted to achieve. Now he's defeated Deontay Wilder. His reason to come back into boxing was to get hold of Wilder and bash him up and take away that belt. Now he's done it. Is he still going to have the hunger going forward? While you and me, we want to see Fury versus White, Fury versus Joshua, Joshua versus White again. We want to see these, but does Fury want to see it? Is AJ on the mind for Tyson Fury? Is that a fight that's going to really make him think, really get him out of bed? Maybe he doesn't rate AJ. Maybe he's going to train properly for him. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, man. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad that designer come to the UK. Well, I say I'm glad. I mean, we're going to have to pay £4.99 a month for something that we already get on Sky Sports. Okay, because they're going to be showing the late night fight nights that are coming from America, from Canada, from Mexico. So now we're going to have to pay for that, whereas on Sky Sports it's part of our package. For me, DAZN is only really beneficial if there was any kind of pay-per-views that we might have to pay for. For example, Canelo versus Billy Joe Saunders, that will be pay-per-view on Sky Sports. But now DAZN is coming to the UK because that fight is abroad. We'll get that as part of our monthly subscription. So that thing to look at is good. Unrivaled, just seen you, brother. Hope you're good. Red Glove Militant, big up. And everybody else who I haven't said hello to, hello. Hope you're good. Hope you're good. Intellect, what's up? Why would AJ wear Nigeria gum guard if you don't want? Oh, sorry, Fury. You mean James? Yeah, but that's probably just to taunt Anthony Joshua. That's all it is. It's just games. Again, you see, you have to remember. While I know a lot of the Fury fans hate Anthony Joshua, and a lot of the Anthony Joshua fans hate Fury, they're actually quite good friends. Believe it or not, they're actually all right with each other. They do speak to each other quite a bit. They do pranks on each other, especially Tyson. Tyson, I've done a video on this one before. Tyson will just randomly call up Anthony Joshua out of the blue, and then just as soon as AJ picks up, he'll say, "I'm gonna knock you out, you bum," and put the phone down. See, these guys do actually get on, but of course there is rivalry. Hope you're good. Hope you're good. AJ didn't know what round he was in when he fought Ruiz. Ruiz will have his head spinning. No, again, totally different styles. Totally different styles. With Andy Ruiz Jr., he's short, he's compact, and ridiculously fast hands. Ridiculously fast hands. And he just caught Anthony Joshua with a good shot. That's all it was. That one shot set the motion for the rest of the fight. Again, people who want to put down Anthony Joshua, you got to remember, he went 4 more rounds concussed. 4 more rounds with Andy Ruiz Jr. Got up 4 times. That ain't quit. That ain't quit. There's a schoolboy error at the end there when he put his arms on the ropes because he thought the referee was going to pick up the gum shield, give it a wash, and put it back in his mouth after he tried to buy a bit of time. His mistake was he put his arms on the ropes, and he allowed the referee to push him into the corner. That was his mistake. But I agree with the stoppage, by the way. I'm not making excuses for it. Stand batter. Fury cheats. No, Fury did not cheat yet. Fury may have issues in the past with drugs and things like that, sure. But with Deontay Wilder, beat him fair and square. Undisputed will happen in 2021. But here's a question for you though: if Undisputed does happen in 2021, will it be Joshua versus Fury, or will there be something else going on? Maybe, let's not rule it out, Dillian White versus Pulev for Undisputed. Although I wonder if Pulev beat Joshua, which I don't think he will, but if he did, and then Dillian White was to beat Tyson Fury, how keen would Eddie Hearn be on making Undisputed if Anthony Joshua's not involved? I wonder. Pulev. Wallaby King. Got a point. You do have a point. The end of 2020. Well, they're going to have to get it on before the end of 2020 because Dillian White's due his show in February 2021. Or they're going to have to pay Dillian White some massive step-aside money and Usyk at the same time. Because Usyk is also due, remember, for the WBO. If, of course, he gets past Chisora on, is it May? Is that May 23? Chisora Usyk. That's an interesting fight, by the way. Really interesting fight. Para, because of the mandatory, so it wouldn't be undisputed if Joshua loses to Pulev. No, it could be because if Pulev beats Joshua, Pulev will get all the belts. Because there is like a bit of a misconception with the fact that because Pulev is RBF mandatory, I know a lot of people seem to think that Pulev is only fighting for the IBF belt, so only the IBF belt is on the line. It's not. All the belts are on the line. All the belts that Joshua currently has is on the line. See, people are telling me that Canelo and Billy Joe Saunders is confirmed. I'm just going through my emails and everything. It's not. How dare you lie to me? How dare you lie to me? It's not on. Or I think it probably will be, but it's not on yet. Any of the top 10 fighters would have done to Wilder. I think a lot of the Wilder fans understood that as well, as in his true fans understood that he was going to lose at some point. He's shown too many vulnerabilities. Like me, I'm a massive Anthony Joshua fan. I predicted a long time ago that he was going to lose real soon and it'll be against somebody that you don't expect. I said that on multiple occasions. Of course, I didn't want to see it happen. I don't want to see Anthony Joshua lose. Of course not. I don't want to see Tyson Fury lose. I don't want to see Dillian White lose. But they're all gonna. Tyson Fury, if he carries on, he will lose. And that's boxing. And a lot of the Wilder fans, they understood that. So when Wilder lost, it didn't hurt them as bad. But the ones who are really trying to grasp onto this whole Glovegate thing, come on, man, let it go. Let it go. The thing is, I mean, sure, can Fury knock out AJ? Sure, of course he can. He was very heavy-handed with Wilder. But again, Wilder, let's be real, he's never been good around the chin. He's never been great. He's got tremendous heart. Let's give him that one. Tremendous heart, but he's been rocked many times. Anthony Joshua, would he be able to take Fury's punches? Probably not. But can Fury take Joshua's punches? Because against Wilder, Fury only really had to worry about the right hand. Against Joshua, he's got to worry about both his hands at different angles. He can hook with both, uppercut with both, overhand with both, straight hands with both. So Joshua can do a lot, and his footwork is so much better. You're probably right about that one. Tyson knocked out Wilder the way Lennox Lewis knocked out Michael Grant. Yeah, and again, I wouldn't be at all surprised if Tyson Fury knocks out Wilder in part 3 the way that Lennox Lewis knocked out Hasim Rahman. Lisa, listen, I love Tyson too, but I think you're being a bit over the top there. Come on. Step into the real world. Step into the real world. It's going to be a hard fight for Fury. It's going to be a hard fight for Fury. Very hard fight. Brent, Wilder isn't that good of a boxer. He just has a really hard right hand. That's what's got him through. It's a devastating right hand, though, isn't it? Jeez. The thing is, he hits you with speed. Wilder, his right hand is so fast, it's like a bullet. You know. Ask the chat who they're riding with, Joshua or Fury. I've got a feeling this is going to be pretty split. Who do you want to win? Not who do you think will win, but who do you want to win between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury? Just put AJ, Joshua, or whatever, or Fury. Who do you want to win? Joshua or Fury? If they fight. Okay, here we go. Coming through now. Hurricane, Fury, Austin, AJ, Supernaturals, AJ. That is true, Jim. That is true. You are right, Casey. Philip says Fury. OMR says AJ. Boxing Community says AJ. JPK Wells says AJ. You are right, James. Carlos says Fury. Richard said, huh? What's year? Kay says AJ. Right, hang on a minute. Right, AJ, Fury. Anthony Fury. He's sitting on the fence with that one. Fury, AJ. Don't mind. Britain wins. Good answer. I like that one. I'll kind of the same on that one. Leon, AJ. Robin says AJ. Toby says Fury, but he loves Joshua though, yeah. Jin says Eva, that's cool. You've got Fury, yeah. AJ. I think most people are saying AJ. Would I be wrong in saying that? Would I be wrong in saying probably out of all the ones that I'm seeing right now, probably like 60% AJ, 40% Fury? That's the people who want to win. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm seeing more people saying that they want AJ to win than they do Fury. Listen, as I said, for me, you put Anthony Joshua in the ring with Tyson Fury, I'm cool. I'll be perfectly sat on that fence, swinging my legs either side. Okay? With one nut over each side, one leg over each side. I don't care who wins. I love both of these guys. But of course, I will be watching it with like fingers over the face, just open up the fingers once in a while till I can watch the action because I don't want to see either of these guys lose. I don't want to see it. I've already seen Joshua lose. I've already seen Dillian White lose. Both of them hurt. I've seen Tyson Fury get a draw. That hurt. Again, I do believe that he won that fight, but I don't want to see Tyson Fury get knocked out or beaten on points. I don't want to see it with Dillian White. I don't want to see it with Anthony Joshua. But you put these guys in the ring with each other, we're going to have to see it, right? And that's when little old me becomes like just a real quiet as a mouse kind of guy, where I'm going to be watching it going, oh man, no, stop hitting him. Cancel the fight. Call it a draw. But as I say, the good boxer should always beat the big puncher. Always. Well, I say always, not always, of course not. It's a tough fight to call though. AJ Fury, real tough fight. I love both of these guys, real tough fight. Much like you put Dillian White in there, see, people sleep on Dillian White. Dillian White's dangerous, man. He could legitimately knock out Fury and he could legitimately knock out Joshua. He could legitimately beat them both on points as well. Likewise, they can legitimately beat him. 1, 2, and 3. They're all Brits, which is rare. Really, really rare. And I'd love to see America start producing some great heavyweights, like they used to, like Mike Tyson, like Larry Holmes, Muhammad Ali, Riddick Bowe, Evander Holyfield, Tommy Morrison, George Foreman, Joe Frazier. I want to see America producing the conveyor belt of those guys. It hasn't happened. I think that American heavyweight boxing has been flatlining since pretty much the days of Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield. It's been flatlining. It hasn't recovered since. It hasn't rose since. You've had a few glimpses, but again, Wilder, sure, he was knocking out a lot of people, but again, who was he knocking out? And the Americans understood that. They were looking at him going, but you haven't beaten anyone. And you're getting battered every single fight and then landing a big punch. We don't want to see that. We want to see you batter your opponent before you knock him out. That's what we want to see. And hopefully, and I do think that America has some pretty good heavyweights. I think that Chris Lovejoy's looking pretty good. You've got Michael Hunter looking real good, by the way, Michael Hunter. And hopefully a couple of Olympians will come through. And, hopefully we do see America start producing that kind of fearsome heavyweight. Because at the minute, UK are producing them. Look at our heavyweights right now. At the top end. You've got Joshua, you've got Dillian Whyte, you've got Tyson Fury, you've got Darren Dubois, you've got Joe Joyce, you've got Derek Chisora, you've got these kind of guys. Then you've got other guys coming through. Stephen Robinson's coming through. You've got Fabio Wardley coming through. And it goes on and on and on. We're just producing them time after time. We've got the Olympics coming up with Fraser Clark. Hopefully Fraser Clark does well in the Olympics. I'm not going to be gutted if he doesn't win the gold. I'll be a little upset, of course, but I believe that Fraser Clark will medal. But first of all, he's got to qualify, which is this month, by the way, at the Copper Box. If anybody wants to go support our Olympian hopefuls to qualify, that's going to be going on for 10 days, I think it is, at some point this month. I forgot what day it starts, but if anybody wants to find out, send me a message and I'll give you the exact days, and I'll give you a link if anybody wants to go to the Copper Box and watch the Olympians. For me, Pat McCormack and Luke as well. I want to see these guys do well. Of course, Fraser Clark, I want to see him do well. I don't know. The list goes on. There's so many. And of course, the girls as well, Hopefully the girls, we're going to see some good Olympians. I think. What do you mean? Oh, what? You mean resume as a whole between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua? As a whole, Anthony Joshua. He has the far better resume, as in he's got more better names on his resume than Tyson Fury. But Tyson Fury, he took the 10-year undefeated reign of Vladimir Klitschko. Yes, I know Vladimir Klitschko was defeated. Was it 3 times beforehand? But he went 10 years, or about 9 years, undefeated as reigning heavyweight champion. Tyson Fury was the one who dethroned him. Yes, Anthony Joshua also has Vladimir Klitschko on his resume and knocked out Vladimir Klitschko. But it's not always about how the fight goes, it's about getting the win, isn't it? Top names, you could say that Tyson Fury's next one will be maybe Deontay Wilder. Sure. And then for Anthony Joshua, Dillian Whyte. But there again, that Dillian Whyte fight was 5 years ago. But still, it's on the resume. So that's 2 top names for me. And of course, you've got Joshua with Povetkin as well. Maybe you could probably equal that up a little bit with Chisora for Tyson Fury twice. So their resumes are pretty close, but I think as a body of work, I think Anthony Joshua has the better resume. Wilder gets beef stewed in the next one. The Boxing Jedi. Hope you're good, my brother. Hope you're good. Good to see you. Welcome. Andrew Tucker World. What is up? Hope you're good. Hey, how are we doing for likes anyway? I can't see anything with the likes. I can't see my like screen. Thumbs up, thumbs down, doesn't matter. It's still a vote. Again, people who want to hate and click a thumbs down, absolutely fine. You're helping put the video into recommended. So feel free to click that thumbs down. Clicking a thumbs down is better than not clicking one at all. John McDermott, yeah. Again, he beat Fury. Let's be honest, he beat Fury first time around. But in the rematch, Tyson Fury comprehensively beat him. Tyson Fury's a beast in the rematch, isn't he? He beat John McDermott, beasted Derek Chisora and beasted Deontay Wilder. He's an absolute animal in the rematch. Again, just looking at that one, if Anthony Joshua Tyson Fury fight, we know that there's going to be a rematch clause put in there. So if Anthony Joshua wins the first fight, probably put your money on Tyson Fury winning the rematch. You know. Hit the likes button, people. Hit the likes. Dylan, what's up? Hope you're good. Chaotic Snipers, what's up? I see you. Random chicken nugget. I actually bought some chicken nuggets yesterday for me, wife, and son. My son wanted some chicken nuggets. So we went to McDonald's and bought a box of 20 for, was it £5 and 9p? What's the point of 9p? I don't know. And I haven't had chicken nuggets in years. And I started munching them with some sweet and sour dip. That was real nice. Jajim1, what's up? Metal Box, Saunders vs Canelo. Yeah, again, you see, I was looking on Eddie Hearn's Twitter there a few minutes ago, and I'm not seeing it. Maybe I'll go over to the Matchroom one. No, I'm still not seeing it. We'll go over to Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya hasn't posted anything since a month ago, so nothing there. Maybe we'll go to Canelo. Are you all sending me on a wild goose chase here? No, he ain't saying anything either. We'll go to DAZN. DAZN posted something 5 hours ago. Oh yeah, Kovalev. Oh yeah, actually, I need to put that onto my website for Sergey Kovalev versus Sullivan Barrera. And it's actually at catchweight, so let me take a screenshot of that one, just so I can remind it to put it onto my website. By the way, I hope you all use my website for the boxing schedule, because my boxing schedule is the best in the world, and I am joking about it. There isn't another boxing schedule that's better than mine. I'll put every single fight on there. Every single fight card that's announced, I put it on the website. Whereas some like ESPN and other ones and Boxing Scene only put televised ones on there. I'll put everything on there. So go check it out. Save my boxing website, officialsportingicons.com, to your browser. Okay. And of course on there as well, you've got all the interviews I've ever done. Okay, so we're searching for Canelo and Billy Joe Saunders. I've gone through everybody. Is Billy Joe... Either Billy Joe Saunders has... Why are you on there no more? He used to follow me as well. Why can't I find Billy Joe Saunders on Twitter? Has Billy Joe Saunders deleted his Twitter? Or has he blocked me? That's why I can't find him. Nah, he wouldn't have blocked me. He's got no reason to. Alright, let's go over to Instagram then. I think somebody is trolling me, aren't you? Hey? You're trolling me. I see a few people posting some stuff about it. Oh, apparently it's a done deal. Right, okay, so it's not actually a done deal. Alright. Alright. You nearly had me, you suckers. Nearly had me. AJ is perfect for Fury. Maybe Fury's perfect for AJ. Again, you have to remember, AJ performs excellent against tall opponents. But he's never faced a mover like Tyson Fury and a switch hitter. Woody Hoots, good to see you, man. Hope you're good. Canelo don't want none of young Billy Joe. He's still young. Canelo likes him over the hill. I don't know. If you look at Billy Joe's last couple of performances, he seems to have flatlined. I really don't know. Brickbit House BBH. Love the channel. Big up. Big up to you. Thank you very much for coming on in. I do appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you do so. Let me have a look. Because we're only a couple of hundred away from the football stadium tour. We need, let me have a look to see exactly how many subscribers I have. 48,212. So I need 788 more. 788. They're probably a couple of weeks away. And then we get back onto the firm tour of all the stadiums. And the next one, 49,000. 49,000 subscribers is enough to fill the Sunderland football stadium, which is exactly 49,000. And then we start moving on to the likes of St James's Park and moving on over to Tottenham, West Ham, Chelsea, Manchester United, Arsenal, and then Wembley. Wembley's a goal, 90,000. Does AJ have more in the gas tank than Wilder? Yeah, of course he does. Of course he does. You see that he danced around Andy Ruiz Jr. for 12 rounds. He could have danced around him for another 12. Boxing Jedi. Jake Catto. Hope you're good, my man. Hope you're good. Face reveal 100,000 subs. Ari. Why not? Billy Joe will need to big win. Yeah, if Billy Joe does sign to fight Canelo, if that does happen, which I believe it will happen, yeah, I think Billy Joe starts at 4 rounds down. I like Canelo. I think Canelo's could well be pound for pound number one, maybe. If not, certainly in the top 3 to 5, right? Yeah, Billy Joe is going to have to make sure Canelo doesn't land one punch. For every round, or sorry, for every punch that Canelo lands, that's a round that he's winning. Right? Yeah, I think Billy Joe, he's going to have to do to Canelo what Tyson done to Wilder. Trouble is, he can't do it to Canelo. Billy Joe don't hit that hard, and Canelo's got an amazing chin. Top 10 greatest heavyweights? Oh God, I don't know off the top of my head. My favourite heavyweight ever, and one that I believe is the greatest. Again, I don't know because I don't know enough about all the greats, but of what I know, in my personal opinion, of what I do know, I think Lennox Lewis is the best ever heavyweight. Tommy Ward, who's next? Oh, hopefully world title fight, my man. Timmy Nealon, big up to you. I do actually need to go see Tommy Ward, Tommy and Lewis. Lewis invited me down to his gym, and I really do have to find time. But get from Hartlepool, sorry, from Newcastle to Hartlepool, it's like an hour drive just to get there. And these guys they tend to train like mid-afternoon, which is when I've got to go pick up my son from school, so it's quite difficult. But yeah, I do need to get hold of Tommy. I'll send him a text maybe tomorrow or something and I'll see about when it's best to come down. But yeah, hopefully we see Tommy in a world title fight. But who's going to be fighting next? No idea. No idea. He didn't have an opponent yet, does he, for the Matchroom show? But yeah, I think that Navarrete, he'll probably end up vacating the belt. And then Tommy will fight for that vacant belt. I want to see Tommy Ward become world champion so bad, man. I want to see it. Canelo doesn't look Mexican. He looks like a mechanic from Surrey. Is that the red hair? Yeah. Yeah, you think though that they're growing up in Mexico that isn't it like hot there like most of the year? You think that he'd have a bit more of a tan, but he's pasty white, pasty white. Lennox number one. Yeah. I mean, I don't like the fact that Lennox Lewis has been going in on Joshua over like the last year or so. I don't like any of that. But as a fighter, he was amazing, man. He was amazing. Or at least in my opinion. Thoughts on Crawford Pacquiao? Very, very good fight. I think a lot of people are writing off Pacquiao a bit too quickly. Pacquiao still got it, man. He has missed a couple of steps for sure. I would probably, if I had to pick someone between Crawford and Pacquiao, I think Crawford may beat Pacquiao on points or maybe stop him late. But I think Pacquiao could give Crawford hell, absolute hell. Nicholas, what's up? Wilder will retire after his third non-win in a row. Could be right on that one. Do I drive a yellow Mini like Mr. Ping? I'll tell you what, if I did, yeah, that'd be worth a few quid now, wouldn't it? The old Minis. Although I'm too big to get into a Mini, I'm too tall, I'm 6'2". Couldn't get into a Mini. Or you get like back problems sometimes. Imagine driving one of those things. Axis good. What's up? Canelo looks like your fingers after you eat cheese. What's this? Yeah. Hey, Jim Morgan. What's up? Who wins? Ali versus Fury? I think Fury. Fury because he's just too big. He's far too big, far too rangy, and he moves like Ali. Well, nobody really moves like Ali, but I think Fury is as close to it as what you're going to get. So I think Fury would beat him on points. But again, it'd be a very boring defensive fight between them two, wouldn't it? Muscle cause of gassing. Yeah, I think that Joshua he performs best when he's at the 240-ish pound. I don't like to see him at like the 250s. I don't like to see him at that. I know it's only like £10, but I think that helps. And I think Anthony Joshua, how he fought Andy Ruiz Jr. in the rematch, that shows different dimensions to his games. When people want to say he ran, come on now. Anybody who watches Muhammad Ali and knows anything about Muhammad Ali, how can you say Anthony Joshua ran all night against Ruiz and yet call Muhammad Ali the greatest? It doesn't work. And for those of you who watched a fair bit of Muhammad Ali, you'll understand why I'm saying that. George Foreman, yeah, George Foreman. Although George Foreman, he follows, was it 70 people, 80 people on Twitter, and I'm one of them. Big up, Big George. Big up, Big George. Yeah, so I'm in the elite group of people that George Foreman actually follows. Pretty cool, right? X's good. You mad sporting? No, I'm never mad. Never am. And Joshua hits harder. Yep. There you go. Mark, what's up? Sweet Science, what's up? Yeah, I think if you hit Fury, if you hit Joshua and you hurt Joshua, he gasses very, very quick, very, very quick. But again, let's not forget, Joshua went 4 more rounds with Andy Ruiz Jr. 4 more rounds when he was out of it. He was gassed. He was all over the place. He didn't know where he was. He even says that he doesn't remember a couple of those rounds. So there you go. Lennox beat every fight he faced. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. And so far, so has Anthony Joshua. And so far, so has Tyson Fury. While we can all agree that Wilder is to blame for the 20 plus LED lights in front of his eyes, we can all logically agree that LED adversely affected Wilder's vision. You made a joke about that with the LED things around Wilder's eyes. I noticed that live while I was watching it, that when he took his mask off, because he was actually walking around the ring with the eyes lit up. And actually, let me put that on there. Go down there. That, yeah, I mean, he was actually rubbing his eyes straight after it, and his eyes looked bloodshot. You know. There you go. So if there ever was going to be a reason, if he walked to the ring and he was fine, and if there's ever going to be a reason, I think for the first maybe a minute or two in the first round, that's probably going to have affected Deontay Wilder. And maybe during that time, Fury hurt Wilder and put the fear of God in him, which is maybe why Wilder performed the way that he did. But listen, I think the real reason is Tyson Fury was just way too good. You know, George Foreman follows me. Yeah, he does. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He doesn't even follow Eddie Hearn, but he follows me. Spawn Icon's grilling machine. Yeah, the lean, mean George Foreman machine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. George Foreman follows me. Yeah. Prime Tyson or February. See, Mike Tyson. I mean, Mike Tyson was one of these guys. He just went in there. I mean, prime Mike Tyson was unstoppable, man. Unstoppable. And yeah, but there again, Mike Tyson never had the greatest tank. Um, but there, well, I'll say he didn't. in his prime, he never really went the distance too often, did he? So that's hard to tell. But I think that Fury can keep him on the outside, but Mike Tyson is just going to get on his body. And for me, that's how you beat Tyson Fury. You get away his body. If you hurt him to the body, you take away his foot movement, you take away his speed, you take away his confidence. That's how you get him. Soul Knight, am I the only one who liked Wilder's suit? No, I like Wilder's suit. I'd love to have it. I mean, rather than Wilder start kicking it to the floor and stamp all over it, shouting to this day at it, and blaming him for the loss. Yo, Wilder, send it to me, bruv. Care of a PO box number. I'm not going to give you my address. I'm not going to let Wilder know where I live. But yeah, I actually like that costume. It's a wicked costume. I said I'm a, I'm a bit of a geek with that kind of thing because I've actually owned quite a few costumes. Not like that, but I mean from movies, as in the ones that were actually on the movies, like Hannibal Lecter. I owned the Gary Oldman one from Lost in Space, like the light up costume. I had that. Stuff from the movie Fifth Element, and yeah, I never owned anything from Star Wars, and Star Wars was always my things. But either way, yeah, I like that kind of costume. Is it from Black Panther? Is that where he got it from? Or the idea of it? I've seen the movie, but I don't really recall seeing armor like that in the movie. But apparently that's molded on something from Black Panther. Tyson's legs made him a beast. Yeah, yeah. Although again, you see, you've got Tyson Fury. He's got very skinny legs, very skinny legs. Latest was best in his era, absolutely. Are people starting to get a little bit upset? Are they about the whole Wilder thing? Joshua box office. He is stunner. McCall would have sparked Lewis again if he hadn't had a break down the ring. Yeah. Well, I imagine that was probably quite hard for Oliver McCall because when Oliver McCall defeated Lennox Lewis, Oliver McCall had Manny Stewart in his corner. And then for the rematch, Manny Stewart was in the corner for Lennox Lewis. So again, that must have been quite hard. And to have Oliver McCall just break down and start crying in the rematch was, I mean, that's way out of field, isn't it? But again, that has Oliver McCall ever actually been legitimately knocked out, put down and out? I know he's still fighting now, but has he ever actually been knocked out? I don't think he has he? Because even in that fight, Lennox Lewis couldn't knock him out. Wilder's suit was a satanic theme. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Don't. It looked pretty cool though. I mean, I'm pretty. I mean, I'm into that kind of like. I was about to say satanic stuff. I'm into satanic stuff, not at all. But I like goth, that kind of stuff. I don't know, since far back I remember, I've been into like the rock and heavy metal kind of scene. I used to have like a really long hair that comes down to my waist and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I used to do like multicolored with it and all kinds of stuff. Listening to Marilyn Manson, Iron Maiden, Static X, Rob Zombie, all this kind of stuff, and Rammstein. Kronk is the greatest. Yeah, I think that. I mean, considering that was Tyson Fury's first fight under the guidance of Sugar Hill Stewart, that was pretty good. Pretty good. Imagine how much better Tyson Fury can be. But again, let's not forget Kronk style. A lot of their fighters do get smoothed out properly. Some of them do, and under the guidance of Sugar Hill as well. You know, because Sugar Hill, don't forget, he trained Charles Martin. He was with what's his face, light heavyweight WBC champion. Adonis Stevenson. He was with him in that as well. So yeah. What's up, family? Question everything. Hope you're good. That young, whatever his name is it dumb as? Yeah, he is. That young fairy. Yeah, OMR boxing. Yeah. Am I making some sense? Wilder suit was based on a 60s movie about Satanism. Was it really? Damn, I don't know. It's pretty cool though. I like that kind of stuff. It's like in Star Wars, like a Star Wars trilogies. The original trilogies were like my favourite, and I do enjoy a couple of the other ones. Although I still haven't seen the newest one yet. I've been kind of put off a bit by it, but I was rooted for the Sith, like a Darth Vader, the Emperor. I always preferred those over Luke Skywalker and that. Although I did like Han Solo and that though. Iron Maiden had cool touring sets. Yeah, yeah, exactly. They used to bring out that. Oh God, what's his name? God, I haven't thought about Iron Maiden in a long time. Bring your daughter to the slaughter. Yeah, yeah, they did though. And I actually missed watching Iron Maiden live once. I went to the festival and I was there for 3 days. I was sunburnt to hell, and there was Evanescence were on next, and then Iron Maiden. And my girlfriend at the time got like a really, really sick and wanted to go home, so I actually missed Evanescence and Iron Maiden live. Captain Remus, Wilder fans are spiraling out of control. Yeah, they are. Bless them. You know what? If it helps them sleep better at night, let them do it. Roy Jones. Oh, sorry, I missed that one. Something about Roy Jones would be beast mode today, eating fighters for fun. Roy Jones was, yeah, something special, man. Something special. But unfortunately, I think people think of Roy Jones now as the one who got obliterated by quite a few people, you know? Yeah, the glove gate. Yeah. The thing is, they're embarrassing and they're trying to hang on to it, which is why people like this young fairy and um, egotistical, whatever his name is, these guys are preying on the weak. That's what they're doing. They're preying on it. Yeah, exactly, bad guy. You see, a true Wilder fan will look at it and go, okay, he lost. You're supposed to lose once in a while, you know? Because when you lose once in a while, that shows you're taking on opponents there or thereabouts your level, if not better, which is what you're supposed to be doing for all fighters. So for me, all fighters who take a loss, good, you know? That shows that you're actually trying, you know? You watched Wilder fight at the Olympics. Wilder was terrible at the Olympics, wasn't he? Although that whole Olympics, um, that whole heavyweight scene there and super heavyweight, and that was pony, absolute pony at the Olympics of that time. Yeah, it was in 2008, wasn't it? Absolute garbage. Damn right, Carla. Young Fairy. Yeah, yeah. I know what his name is. I've only seen that one video of him. I don't watch him. I don't know who he is. Biased ego. There you go. Well, they can both suck a nut each if they want. Yeah. I don't know who they are. I don't watch either channels. Genuinely, I don't watch them. But people kept sending me like links, and I was like, oh, okay, so to have a look. And I couldn't believe the garbage he was coming out with, and the amount of inbred zombified brain cells in the chat. I'm like, no, people actually out there exist. Believe in this clown? Oh my god, Wilder needs a miracle. He does. He does. But that air of invincibility is gone with him now. So don't. I mean, if Wilder sticks around, don't be surprised if he takes a couple more losses. But again, this will test his character. He's got an opportunity here to become the fifth heavyweight in boxing history to win the heavyweight world title back in the immediate rematch. Josh was the fourth. Lennox Lewis before him. Muhammad Ali before that. I've forgotten who the other one was now. Was it Joe Lewis? No. I don't know, I've forgotten. Either way, Wilder could become the fifth. But again, I mean, how are the numbers going to do for this third fight? I don't think that they're going to do that good. I really don't. Do you think Wilder will flip like Tyson did with Holyfield? Yeah. See, again, see a lot of people when they think about that Tyson Fury buying the ear of Holyfield. See, you have to remember that Evander Holyfield kept headbutting all the time. loads of opponents, and he kept trying to do it with Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson weren't having none of it. That was his way of letting him know, stop headbutting me. But he went a bit far, didn't he? He went all cannibal. Wilder to become the new PBC Washington. Don't be. Yeah, Wilder versus Jared Washington, the rematch. Don't be surprised. Wilder is scared and can't embrace his fears. Yep. Wilder needs to set his pride aside and realise what he can and can't do. Yep. This man, he's been faking it until he's made it, you know. He's been very, very carefully managed. Very, very carefully managed. And we all knew his vulnerabilities. We've been talking about it for how long? We've been saying it the longest time. He's a loss waiting to happen. It's going to happen. Big plans, little drive. What's up? What's up? Channel member right there. Again, if anybody wants to become a channel member, link in the description box so you can get your name up on the credits at the beginning of each and every video. Oh, you reckon that the pay-per-view will do over 1 million? You reckon? Well, maybe. But again, this is going to be dependent on how they sell it. If Wilder keeps coming out with excuses like the suit, and if his fanboys keep talking that the way that they're doing, I don't think he's going to do very well at all. I mean, unfortunately, they're all on suicide mission. Well, a lot of them are on suicide mission because that's all they've ever done is put down every other fighter on the planet. That's all they've ever done. And now their guy's lost. They're in survival mode. Don't worry. Maybe Wilder will come back. Hey, it's okay if you take a loss. But yet they weren't saying that when Joshua took a loss. They were loving it. Joshua was a hype job, right? But Wilder loses. Oh, it's just one of those things, you know, it's boxing. Clowns. I mean, I'm not too sure if I agree with Larry Holmes, though, saying that Wilder quit. I know the team threw in the towel, and effectively, we as a team, as a collective, you are guilty by association. Wilder quit. But reality is, Wilder never said I quit. You know, his face was saying a lot, but I don't know whether or not that's a Larry Holmes was being a bit harsh. Maybe he didn't like Wilder for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Wilder's making himself look very, very stupid. Katie Taylor will knock out Wilder. Treat him like Amir Khan. Listen, right. We've all seen Deontay Wilder on Bambi legs for many, many times. So it's only a matter of time. So people shouldn't be surprised. All right, people should not be surprised by what happened. Let's move that up. There you go. There you go, right under the subscribe button. Something's hanging from my subscribe button. What is that? Can anybody tell me what is hanging from my subscribe button? What is that? What is going on? What is hanging from my subscribe button? What is going on? What is that? Somebody's put a big white thing on my screen. What's going on? Bambi on ice, yeah. yeah. I knew it was a towel. I was just messing about. But you notice that the referee never seen it. The referee stopped the fight. And then afterwards, after he stopped the fight, you could see the towel on the floor and then blamed. Said, oh, no, sorry, I didn't stop the fight. Your team threw in the towel. Whew, that was lucky. Nick Harmer, what's that? That saved Wilder. Yeah, you're right. In golf, what's up? 1980. Hope you're good. Hope you're good. suit was too heavy for the man's sparrow legs. Yep. Yeah, see, the thing is with Deontay Wilder, I mean, people say about him adding to the team, sure, it could help, but Wilder, I don't think he listens. I don't think he listened to Mark Breland. Mark Breland, he's been there and done it, you know? He's won world titles. Excellent amateur. Isn't he like America's most prolific knockout artist as an amateur? An Olympian, a world champion, been knocked out, been badly hurt in that before. So he knows what it is that he's doing. So you think Wilder would listen to him, but he ain't listening. And I'm sure that Mark Breland isn't just telling him sit back and wait for the big punch. He can't be. The thing is, when you've been doing the same thing for 12 years, you know, it doesn't really matter what coach you bring in. If he ain't going to listen, what's the point? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You may as well just have somebody there to put on the Vaseline on his face. That's it. Fury showed who the boss was. He did. Pillow for fists. Yep. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if a coach really cares about you, he's going to throw the towel in. He's going to save you for another day, isn't he? That's his job. That's what you're paying him to do. You're paying him to look out for your best interest, not just give you instruction in the corner. But the corner instructions that, for the very limited corner instructions that I was privy to, he wasn't telling him to do anything. He didn't even. They weren't even asking Wilder, "Are you okay? How are you feeling?" They didn't even ask him. Just kept saying, "Wait for the right hand. You need to throw the right hand." That's all they were saying. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. No, you can't. What was I thinking when I saw Lennox Lewis versus Frank Bruno? Yeah. You see, with Frank Bruno, me growing up with Frank Bruno, it was a case of I always saw Frank Bruno as pantomime because he always done like the pantomime plays and plays with like Freddie Starr and Des O'Connor and that. That was for me was Frank Bruno. So seeing him get absolutely annihilated by Lennox Lewis. See, I would watch Lennox Lewis a little bit because I think because my dad didn't like Lennox Lewis, he kept calling him a Yank, even though he wasn't. He was Canadian, right? But he kept calling him a Yank, and he's not really a Brit, and he shouldn't be carrying around the British flag and that with him, all that kind of stuff. But I think because my dad didn't like Lennox Lewis, I liked Lennox Lewis, but I felt really bad for Frank Bruno when I'd have seen his face. Please stop hitting me. This is hurting. Kind of look in his face. Even though Bruno was done well, I think he done better against Lennox Lewis than what I think a lot of people expected him, didn't they? Yeah, exactly. The Wilder fanatical channels, all they're doing is preying on the weak. That's all they're doing because they know that fans are looking for excuses, and they're giving them the excuses. That's all they're doing. A lot of them are in Plan B. They're implementing ad hoc, which means they're starting to lay the foundations of right. How do we get past this? Because Wilder may be gone now. We need to start looking at other ones, and I'm noticing that a lot of them are starting to cling on to Daniel Dubois because really he's the only heavyweight around that they haven't thrown under the bus. They've thrown under the bus every other fighter on the planet at heavyweight. So they can't cling on to Big Baby Jaron Miller, Dominic Brazil, Michael Hunter. They can't cling on to these people. All they can do now is look for somebody else, and Daniel Dubois seems to fit the mold, even though he's not American, right? You wanted Bruno to be Lennox. I think the country did, didn't they? I think the country did. Yeah. Eubank Ben first was the introduction. Oh, really? Yeah. The first fight I ever seen on TV was Barry McGuigan versus Jim McDonnell. That's the very first fight I ever seen. It was supposed to have been Frank Bruno and Mike Tyson, but when my dad woke me up to bring me downstairs to watch it, obviously I was a kid, and went down there and I fell asleep on the sofa, and as I woke up, Bruno was getting stopped. So that wasn't really my introduction to boxing. So in a sense, the first fight that I ever properly watched was Barry McGuigan versus Jim McDonough, which was Barry McGuigan's final fight. Yeah, exactly. I mean, can Wilder fans actually believe it? No, of course they don't believe it, but they're trying to cling on to it. They're trying to justify it. It's their way of justifying. I mean, for the fanatical fans who are uploading videos on it, trying to go with it, it's their way of getting as much money as they can, get as many views as they can, get as much AdSense as they can, get as many super chats and donations as they can, and people are stupid enough to do it. Because for some reason, there's this craze, and I'm not having to go at America, but there's a minority in America where they're easily manipulated. You know? They will believe the sun is a light bulb. They will believe the earth is flat. They will believe that the seas are being poisoned. You know, they'll do all this kind of stuff. So they're easily manipulated because they're looking for excuses. And if people are going to give them excuses, they're going to cling on to them for all it's worth. But how bad if a Fury annihilates Wilder in the third fight? I think 911 is going to be a busy night. I tell you, it's going to be a few people swinging from the ropes. You're going to beat up Barry behind the rollers. I haven't watched Coronation Street. Oh, that must be 10 years. I watched Coronation Street. Actually, I think the last time I probably watched Coronation Street was actually when he was in there, when Jim McDonough was in there. When do I think Wilder will work? I think Wilder, if Wilder loses to Fury, I think he'll retire. I honestly do. I always said before that when Wilder loses, he'll retire, especially if he gets knocked out. I think if the towel and the referee wasn't going to step in and Fury legitimately knocked out Wilder, I don't think Wilder will take the rematch. But imagine what Tyson Fury is going to do to him in the press conference. Oh my God. If you think Tyson Fury was bad before, you wait until you see what he does in this one. At the end of the day, a lot of the Wilder fans, the fanatical ones, the ones who are still hanging on to excuses, they've just had their balls and cock snipped off. That's what they've done. They're carrying around, they're walking around with manginas right now. That's what they're doing. You know, their frilly bomb squad knickers are rubbing on their wound. You know, so they can't help it. They want to hate. That's all they want to do. The dude got battered. Absolutely, David, he did. L-Dog. Yep. Lack 74. Honestly, sounds very British. I don't know. Captain Ramos. He was drinking gin. Oh, really? I've never tried. No, sorry. I did try gin once. I had a sip of gin once. And it smelled like sewage water. So I've never tried gin since. I heard it's really nice, but... Cyberspace fam, what's up? Hope you're good. By the way, you are all clicking that thumbs up, right? And if you're not subscribed, you better be doing so, right? I sound rough. No, I'm alright. Well, I have been up since early this morning. I'm alright. But don't forget, you see, the sound that you're hearing now isn't usually the sound of my video, because my videos are recorded through my phone and then put through the computer and edited, whereas this one's live, it's direct through the microphone of my computer, of my laptop, so I'll probably be sounding a little different. No muff, too tough. I love that name. Joyce versus Dubois. Tough fight. I think that Joyce may just do it. As in, he may old man him due to his experience. But down Dubois, boy, can he punch. He's heavy-handed with both hands. I think Dan Dubois could one day be, probably about 5 or 6 years' time, could be the most complete heavyweight on the planet. Could be. Time will tell. 82 likes, 175 in. What the hell? Click the thumbs up, people. It's free. Come on. If you don't click a thumbs up, no problem. Click a thumbs down. It's still a recommended. It's still a recommended. Let's do it. Joe Lewis, Ali, Marciano, Holmes, Johnson, Jack Dempsey, yeah. Lewis Foreman, Lewis Fraser. There you go. Good list. Good list. I think Jack Johnson had it hardest out of everybody, out of all those names. I know Ali and Joe Fraser and that, they had it very hard as well. Of course they did. But Jack Johnson, man, he had it real rough. Real rough. And boxers of today who want to try and perpetuate racism and things like that, they don't know what damn time of day they're living in. They really don't. Right, you know what, peeps? I've been on here for 2 hours now. Nearly 2 hours. I've got to be up, take my little boy to school in the morning, so I've got to be up at 7. So I'm going to have to shoot off. I do appreciate you all stopping by. And yes, you're right, I do need to do this a bit more regularly. No doubt about it. No doubt. Although, I've still got loads of pictures that I haven't put on there. There we go. There you go. Bow to your king, Wilder. Bow to your king. And where's the other one? There we go. There's the other one. See if we can get them there. There you go. King Fury. The WBC king of the world. Alright, everybody. Thank you very much for all your time. I do appreciate it. I know it's a Thursday. Bit of a strange day to do a live stream. Most people are busy, sleeping, doing whatever they're doing. Just looking forward to getting Friday out of the way so they can enjoy the weekend, right? Anyway, I do appreciate everybody for coming on in. Thank you very, very much. John Waitman, yes, and see you in the next one. Absolutely correct. Again, thank you so much to everybody. The Bronze Plumber, what's up? Hey, Julie Neelan. Hey, big up to you, my man. Hey, appreciate it. Really do appreciate that one. Thank you so much, Timmy. And big up the Toon, right? Well, Northeast. Big up Northeast. Do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Jim Morgan, Adam James, Sean Smith, I appreciate it. Again, if you're not subscribed, please make sure you do so. We do this thing daily. I don't do live streams as much as I should. I know I'm very guilty of that. Whoa, damn. My subscribers just shot up. So in the last 20 minutes, well, I say shot up. Yeah, in the last 20 minutes, it went up by 17. Pretty good. So I do appreciate it, everybody. Thank you so much for your support. If you all love boxing, of course, make sure you are subscribed. Go check out many other channels as well. You know, it's always good to get a varied opinion. It really is. And of course, most importantly, think for yourself. You know, don't believe everything that everybody says. I mean, for me, I never lie. Never ever lie. But from time to time, things can go wrong, okay? I can get misfed information. I really can. Again, thank you to everybody for joining in. Timmy Neelan, again, big up to you, my friend. Hope you're good. Hope you're good. Actually, Timmy, let me... Wait a second. Wait a second. Where's Timmy? Here we go. There you go. Right, Timmy, say something again. Just write anything in. Doesn't matter. Just say hello, whatever. Doesn't matter. Not a bad guy. You want some more TV movies? Yeah, for the streams. I actually enjoy doing those, but people just want to keep talking about boxing to me, so it's quite difficult to just do movies and that. But yeah, you are right. You are right. Mike, stop crying. Come on. Come on. No, don't bother, Mike. Don't worry about it. It's okay. You don't have to. Don't worry about it. Oh, Mike, are you crying? Oh, right, everybody, write something nice to Mike in the chat because he's crying a little bit. He's crying. Oh, little baby. Oh, Mike 101 Sport. Oh, Sorry, did I ignore you in the chat? I do apologise. I do apologise. UK channels are biased. Ah, you're anti-UK. I get it. He's crying because Joshua Fury didn't want number 1, 2, 3 in the world. Sorry, listen. America once had all this. Okay, now it's our turn for a little while. Let's enjoy it. All right, don't worry. It may come back around again. All right. Yeah. Again, big up to everybody who's come on in. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. And I'm going to end the stream right now. Okay, so thank you very, very much. Peace.